1963, and again, I'm talking about this history in front of the man who lived the history, but I'll do the best I can. J.W. was working away, building Queen Anne-style furniture or whatever furniture was ordered, and he was approached by Bill Connor from Shelbyville to aid in the design and production of a guitar. Slingerland Drum Company's president, Henry Budd Slingerland, had contacted William Connor, Bill Connor, of Shelbyville to build an automatic machine to foil stamp drumsticks. And that created a relationship in the factory down there. And I guess Mike could describe kind of the corner of a factory or part of the factory was this idea of building guitars. Guitars that we might refer to as catalog guitars. You open the catalog and you order from Sears and Roebuck or, and they wanted to start building those. So they needed a woodworker. And they recruited J.W., who had never, not only not built a guitar, maybe never even played a guitar. And how do you learn to build guitars? Well, you take measurements, you measure all the dimensions, you understand the physics, the geometry, but then there's the inside of the guitar. So how do you understand that? You take it to the bandsaw and you cut it open and you study it and you reverse engineer. And Don could talk a lot about that. But that's my understanding of how J.W. became involved in building the Shelby guitar right behind Austin. We have one of the originals there. And, there were no YouTubes. There wasn't LMI. They had to design everything and begin building these guitars. But he was not used to building that type of furniture. As David Tipton writes in J.W. Gallagher and Son, A Legacy of Craftsmanship, the Shelby guitars were inexpensive and they sold. But they were clearly a step down in the quality of woodworking to which J.W. was accustomed. And so in 1965, he started Gallagher Guitars. And Don was a young man. But you worked at Slingerland as well, yes, building the Shelbys.
I did the finish.
Yeah. So Don's been there from the very beginning. But these guitars are an important part of Gallagher Guitars. They're a predecessor. And so we began thinking about doing something in that vein to honor the Shelby guitars. And we built 2 prototypes, and Austin really took the lead, one of which was a ladder brace guitar. This one is stamped prototype. That's the ladder brace. Mm-hmm. And another one was an X brace. And so you want to give a little demo of that
Sure.
one? We got time? Yeah. That sounds like a blues guitar. Yeah. So, different style. Anything you want to comment about that?
Is this thing on? Hello? All right. Yeah, when David kind of originally had the idea of going for a more catalog, cheaper model guitar.
We don't use the word cheaper.
I'm sorry.
More
affordable
more
for the working
affordable.
man.
Thank
That's
you.
That's right. For the working man
Thank
and
you.
woman. My mind sort of originally went to, because it's what I like, is early Gibson guitars. So this is basically a ladder-braced Gibson L00. I love those guitars. But once we finished the 2 prototypes, we had one X brace and one ladder brace. When we finished it, we kind of stepped back. I think you did too, and we looked at it as like, man, this already exists. There's a lot of people doing this. Even though it sounds really good, there's a lot of people doing that, and it doesn't necessarily harken back to our history as a company. It's somebody else's history that we're trying to live. So then our brains started to spin a little bit, and we went a different direction.
Yeah.
I'm glad we did.
Yeah. So this is our shape, the GC.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's like, well, we don't want to just do this guitar that looks like one of our other guitars, but it's more affordable, sounds different. So we went further back, and Don, I'm interested in your thoughts about this, but we decided if we're going to honor the Shelby in our overall intent, then we're going to recreate the Shelby bodies. We had a folk, and we had, I think, what was a transition guitar, which had Gallagher on the headstock, but it was the folk, the Western body of the Shelby. And so, again, the intent is to be able to offer a guitar that's more affordable, that is still a Gallagher guitar and built with the same quality, but it gives us something different. So you're the first to see this. So there's the Shelby Folk. I just couldn't go with that pick guard, though. And then the Shelby Western. And again, I'll let you hear both of these. So all mahogany, satin finish, and a unique shape that I don't know any other guitar like it. Mm-mm. And however you guys came up with that design, it's unique. And so now we're making that available. So this is the Shelby by Gallagher. Thank you.
Man, I just saw Kaiser George walk in, and my hands got all sweaty.
I'm glad it worked out for you to be available.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much for that. The Shelby Western, and again, this is a unique body. Anything you notice that's different about it? Yes, you immediately notice that, and it gives it a unique sound too. So. Thank you very much, Austin.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We're going to let you step down, and I'm going to invite somebody up here in just a minute. But thank you, Austin. So you can tell me what you think about that. So the folk will be available at $2,700, and the Western at $2,850. So we'll see how it's received. But we're excited to offer these. And let me just say about the shop, we have the most dynamic, productive, positive shop right now that we've had since I've been involved. And we're all excited about what we're doing and offering these guitars and getting them out to the world. So it's a great time for us, and we're excited about offering this model as well too.